Welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve a classic coding interview problem, adding strings. This is a great problem to practice basic string manipulation and pointer logic. Here is the problem statement. We are given two non-negative integers, number 1 and number 2. However, they are represented as strings. Our goal is to return the sum of these numbers, also as a string. A crucial constraint is that we cannot convert the entire string to an integer directly or use BigInteger libraries. You might wonder, why do we need to do this as strings? Why not just parse them? The reason is overflow. Standard integer types like 32-bit or even 64-bit integers have a maximum limit. If the input string has 50 or 100 digits, it simply won't fit in a standard variable. Strings allow us to handle numbers of practically any length. The approach we use is exactly how we learned to add numbers in elementary school. We align the numbers to the right and add them digit by digit, moving from right to left. If a column adds up to more than 9, we carry the extra value over to the next column. Let's visualize this with an example. We want to add 456 and 77. We start by initializing two pointers, I and j, pointing to the last character of each string. We also initialize a carry variable to 0. We take the digits at our pointers, 6 and 7. We add them together along with the current carry. 6 plus 7 plus 0 is 13. Since 13 is 2 digits, we keep the 3 for our result, and the 1 becomes our new carry for the next position. Now we move both pointers to the left. We have 5 from the top string and 7 from the bottom string. We add 5 plus 7 plus the carry of 1 from the previous step. The total is 13 again. We append 3 to our result and keep the carry of 1. Moving left again, pointer j goes out of bounds because the second string is shorter. In this case, we simply treat the missing value as 0. So we add 4 plus 0 plus the carry of 1, which gives us 5. Our carry becomes 0. Here is the pseudocode logic. We loop while either pointer is valid or we still have a carry to process. Inside the loop, we grab the digits, using 0 if a pointer is out of bounds. We calculate the sum, update the carry by dividing by 10, and append the remainder to our result. Finally, we reverse the result string because we built it backwards. Let's look at the complexity. The time complexity is big O of max n, m, where n and m are the lengths of the strings. This is linear time because we iterate through the digits once. The space complexity is also linear, as we need to store the result string. To wrap up, remember these key points. Convert characters to integers by subtracting the ASCII value of 0. Use the two-pointer technique to iterate backwards. Always check for a remaining carry after your loop finishes. And finally, using a mutable string builder is much more efficient than concatenating immutable strings in a loop.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.